Guys, we're just getting kind of situated. Sorry, April's having a little tech issues with her camera, and I'm pulling people out. So I'm really excited. We've got a lot of people on tonight, and I'm ready to rock and roll. And really, you guys, like, this is new for me too. I did a video earlier, and this is something that's going to stretch my limits too, because I've never done something to this caliber. So tonight we're going to be talking about mindset, your body, your health, which is your temple. I think it's so important. And then we're also going to be talking about business. Now, the business part, I'm just going to be really honest. There will be a pitch towards the end. It's going to be for an MLM. It's going to be for my sizzle business, okay? So it's up to you if you want to stay for training, and that's great. And if you want to join us, that's even more better, because we'd love to have you. But of course, I just want to give you guys an upfront fair warning that this is what it is, just in case. You know, I don't want anybody to be shocked and go crying and say, she just pitched me. You know, so, but we're going to have fun tonight. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight, and we're just going to chat. It's going to be casual. We're going to have some fun. I've got Jeffrey Kistner on with me tonight. Welcome, Jeffrey. Mary Noonan and April Finley, all amazing team leaders on my team. And then if anybody else that's on the team would like to come out, just go ahead and give me a shout in the chat, and I will bring you on out. So let me see here. I'm just going to go through and just kind of shout out to people really quick while we're waiting for more people to come on. So a big shout out to Elsie. Thanks for coming on. Angela, Donna Gain, Brian Gibbs, Gavin, William Hopkins. Good to see you, and welcome to the team, Williams. We're really glad you're here. Jeff Hurd. Jeffrey, of course. Carl Lambright, Mary, Antoine, Sherry, myself, can welcome April, Stephen, Curtis Archer, and Mike McDonald, and Ed O'Neill, and there is more coming on as we speak. So we've got quite a few on tonight. And like I said, we're going to be talking about mindset, and we're going to be talking about your health and your wealth, really. I mean, really, it all kind of falls into one. And you know, to be successful in life, it's actually interesting, because you know, people often think that, you know, success is, everybody has their own opinion about what success really is to them, you know. So success is different for everyone. Some people are not concerned with money at all. All they really want is just to be happy and be with family, and that's, I kind of like both, you know. I like to have it all. I'm one of those types of people that just likes to have it all. I gotta have it all. And you know, I love, usually people that are like that are entrepreneurs. We just have this quality about ourselves that we're just, you know, we want to have it all. We want to be happy in life, you know, with our family, our health, our wealth. We want it all. So if you are one of those types of people and you're like me, why don't you raise your hand, give a shout out in the group. Would love to just see if I'm right here. Most people are entrepreneurs anyways, if you got the little entrepreneurship in you. So before we get started, let me just you know, hear from some of our panelists here. Mary Noonan, I'm glad to see you came on. How are you doing, lady?
I'm good. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Yay.
We can't.
I don't know if yeah, let me see if my camera works.
Okay.
No, of course it doesn't. Yeah.
No worries.
The story of my life.
We see your
beautiful. I'm having oh, thank you. Having all sorts of fun technical problems today with my internet and my computer and everything. So anyway, this is really exciting, April. I love this.
Yeah, I'm really excited too. So Mary, do you mind if I tell them, you know, like your background a little bit?
Oh, not at all. Please.
Just tell them your background of, because Mary's going to be doing some of our health stuff with us, helping us anyways.
Yeah. So, well, I'm a fitness and health nut, have been pretty much my entire life, and I'm a nurse. So everything fitness and nutrition I'm totally into, which is one of the reasons why I love this company, is because of the high quality nutritionals that they provide and the non-toxic side of it. So I have a fair amount of knowledge. I was a certified trainer for a fair amount of time, had a bunch of clients at one time, and so I have a lot of knowledge, and I put together a really basic thing for everybody if they're interested. And I think, April, did you get that? in your email?
Yeah, I did, and we're going to be working on that. We'll be distributing that probably in like week 2. We're going to
Okay.
be doing 6 weeks of different training. So Mary's going to do some Facebook training too.
Yeah.
So
Yay.
nutrition, health. I mean, really, and it's not like we're not going to be like, oh, you have to do this, you have to do that, but we're going to suggest some things, and give you tips and stuff.
For sure. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Yep.
help support each other.
So I think it's really, to me, like you said, April, your health goes along with everything else. So when you start taking care of your health, a lot of other things start to fall into place, and you just obviously you get more energy, you get better focused, and you'll see better results in just about everything in your life. In your relationships, in your business. So yeah, I'm excited to share what I can with everybody.
Awesome. Yeah, and see, like I've never done anything like this, and Mary is so good with her. I mean, she is like in phenomenal shape. I don't even want to say your age, but Mary, you're in your 40s. I do know that, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so I don't want to be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure you are.
Yes.
And you look great. So I just hope, you're a little bit older than me, not much, but I hope when I'm, a few years older, I look as good as you. So I'm really excited. And it's all about looking good and feeling your best, really, because, for me, I know I've gone through my periods of times where I just have not felt good, health-wise. And a lot of it has to do with finding that right balance. A lot of people will, and myself included, it's like we can get so worked up in our business, and we can, or we focus on one area of our life and we neglect another. And it's just sometimes it's really hard to find a balance. So I really want to help people. That's one of the big benefits I want people to get from over the next 6 weeks, is to really find that balance, in their life, where they're, operating a successful home business, yet they're having, still having success with their health and their mindset. So I think all of those really play into each other.
Yeah, I love that. And I have to say that balance thing is very, very difficult. I constantly struggle with it, even though I do take very good care of myself. You get so involved in your business. It really is actually a detriment if once you get out of balance, because naturally something else is going to get neglected. So I think that's great that we're going to focus on that, because that's a huge, huge challenge for anybody that has a home business.
Yeah, it sure is. So thank you, Mary. I'm excited because I know you're gonna have a lot to bring to the table with what we're gonna be doing here, and I'm gonna be working with you a lot with planning and all this stuff. So I'm really excited to have you on board with this.
Great. Thanks, April.
Yeah, you're awesome. All right, Jeffrey Kistner, 23-year network marketing veteran. I hope he's going to help us with some business training. Let's see. Let's hear from him.
Hello and welcome, everyone. I'm really, really excited to be on, and definitely, I've been, like April said, network marketing for over, 20 years, and it's just been really, really exciting. Just all the things that you can learn in that time, and even some you don't want to learn, from building checks up to $7,000 a month pretty quickly, and then having your paycheck bounce. But those are all experiences that you learn, what types of companies to join and what not. And I'm going to bring some of these insights in, in different types of compensation plans and what they mean, and who makes it and who don't, and just all the aspects of network marketing, things people never thought about before. For example, a lot of companies claim they're debt free, and I'm going to let you know that they're debt free because no one will loan them any money. So we're just going to have a little fun like that, and it's just the truth. I'm going to teach you that when a company rebrands itself and tries to start off, that it really means sinking ship. But anyways, we're going to have some fun and learn a lot about the profession, and I've learned a lot of things the hard knocks ways, and that's why I'm where I'm at. Back to you, April.
Awesome, Jeffrey. Thank you so much. Hang on one second. Background noise.
One stop.
Okay, sorry about that, guys. I don't know what was going on. So, no, really awesome, Jeffrey Kistner. Jeffrey, I've been working with since I started. He introduced me to the industry. He's one of the main reasons why I'm still in business today, actually. Luckily, thankfully for him, so he's got a lot to bring to the table for sure. 23-year network marketing vet is definitely nothing to sneeze at, especially as successful as he is. So I'm really glad you joined us, Jeff, and are planning on rocking and rolling and bringing some of your knowledge to the table. It's going to be fun for sure. All right, so let's see here. Donna is brand new to our team, but I just want to welcome you, Donna, and congratulate you. I'm so glad and excited that you're here. How you doing?
I'm definitely excited.
Awesome. Well, I'm really excited to have you on tonight, and I look forward to rocking with you, having some fun. Awesome.
I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome. All right, so let's see here. And then we have got April Ray, or not April Ray, I'm sorry, April Finley. We've got 3 Aprils on our team. I am so sorry, April. Forgive me. How you doing? Can you talk? Uh-oh. I don't know if I muted her. Hold on. April, are you there? Okay, we'll come back to April. April, refresh and see if that helps. I don't know what happened. Probably I jinxed it because I called you April, right? Oh, geez. Okay, so my mind is still catching up with me tonight. We just actually got off an amazing call with Sizzle, and we're launching weight loss tea. So I'm a little frazzled and excited at the same time, and you know how that goes. So April's back. Let's hear from her. How you doing, April?
Good. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes. Perfect.
Oh, awesome.
We can't see you, though.
Yeah, there's
something
funky going on with the cameras tonight. And
the noise.
But I just wanted to say thank you so much for inviting me to be here tonight, April. And my husband Matt and I, some of you guys know us, and we're fairly new to network marketing, but we're really putting a big push in our business. And right now I still have a corporate job, so I'm still working a 40-hour work week in addition to my online business. And we have 4 kids, and things are crazy. So there's definitely been, kind of a procrastination on my part to, get our business going, get retired from my corporate job, and then focus on the health side of things. But it's become really clear to me lately that I'm not going to be able to make it to that next level unless I address just my general overall health right now. So for me, that kind of spurred a 90-day Get Fit challenge for myself, and then you and I got to talking, and you were having some similar ideas, and I think Jeffrey's on the same page. So now we get to kind of do it with everybody that's on this call tonight.
Yeah, most definitely. And April I didn't give April an appropriate introduction, so I apologize for that, April. It's my fault. You can spank me later. But April is actually, she's had phenomenal success, a lot of growth in her business over a very short amount of time over the last few months. So I'm definitely going to be looking to her for some mindset stuff, because I think it's, for somebody who's had a lot of success, that's an upward battle, really, working on your mindset. And then, of course, her and her husband are having phenomenal success on Twitter. So there's a duo here. It's April and Matt. So we'll just call them AM, and you can just call me AMT. No, but seriously, they're having phenomenal success with social media, and so they're going to be doing some training as well. So this is going to be a 6-week marketing training. We're going to do some marketing training, some health and wellness, type style training, where we actually go through and we show you what products we use, what workouts we're doing. We also have a group set up where we're going to be sharing tips and recipes and whatever. I mean, you guys contribute to that, obviously. And we have some, like Mary was saying, she has some PDFs and things of that nature that will pretty much map out some stuff that you can, work with, okay? Because I know for me, like when I first started, first of all, let me just get it out in the open. I was 225 pounds back in 2001. Okay, so I know what losing a lot of weight is like. I also have yo-yoed a lot in my life. Right now I'm on my way down, actually. I've been eating really healthy and losing some holiday poundage. So, you know, the battle of weight has been a big thing. It's been a big part of my life, and it's been an upward battle, right? I'm always having to work on my health. But like I said, sometimes I get focused on other areas of my life. I'll get focused on my business, and then I'll try to focus on mindset at the same time, and then I neglect my health. And you know, it's really easy to do. And what I've found, and because I've done lots of challenges and I've done business transformation challenges, is that when a team of people, like a group of people, unite, right, and they start moving mountains together, okay, in life, in their own personal life, but also helping and supporting each other, that people, it's a lot easier to move a mountain, because change is hard. That's it. Change is hard. Anytime you're going to change your health, you're going to change your business, your success, your level of success in life. You want to go up another notch in success, whatever it is. It's not easy, and that's why a lot of times people will put things on the back burner. They'll say, oh, you know, I know my health's really important, but, you know, I'll work on that next month. Or I'll start that, you know, that exercise, you know, thing that I got to do at the gym or whatever 2 months from now. I'll start it in April. Or I'll start a brand new business and become successful in life, right, and with my, you know, wealth, you know, next year, when things are just calmed down in life and all this stuff. So everybody's always saying, you know, we'll do it later, right? Because why? Because change is hard. It's scary and it's hard at the same time. It's not hard, but it's, you know, it's difficult. It's hard to make changes. And so let me just give you an example. Something I completely made it, I don't know, something went off on me. I just was sick of feeling tired, you know, my hormones were out of whack. I just was not feeling good at all. And it was right after the holidays. My grandmother passed away in November. I had just launched a product, and it just had gotten to me. At the point where I felt like I was just toxic inside. Like I just felt sick all the time. And I was just walking around slow, you know, I just didn't feel good. I wasn't depressed. I was happy, you know, things were going great in business, and, you know, we were going to Universal and doing fun stuff. It was the holidays, things were good, you know, but I just wasn't feeling good inside. Like I felt really run down and not healthy, and I could feel my health was declining. So I was going to go on the, what is it, paleo diet or whatever it's called. And I can't figure out the name of it. My sister always corrects me. So forgive me, she's not here. I was going to go on this diet and I bought a book, and I was going to do it, and I was going to go I was all gung-ho about it. I wanted to jump in and dive in and do it. And now I've been with our health and wellness company, Sizzle International, for the last 2.5 years. We take all their products and all of the stuff. But at the end of the day, you know, nutrition is a big key component to how you feel. What you put in your body is going to obviously reflect what's going on, you know, with you and how you feel. So I knew I had to make some changes. So it was interesting because our cable was acting weird, so we called the cable guy, and the cable guy comes over, and he's fixing our internet, and now we're getting awesome speeds, but he comes over, he's fixing it all up and stuff, and he's telling me how he's a vegan, and, you know, I should watch this documentary and all this stuff, because I was kind of like, we got on the topic of health, and usually that's something that I'm really passionate about. I've been through a lot with my life with my health, so it's just something that I can conversate about, right? So we're conversating. He's telling me all about the vegan stuff and all this stuff. So I decided to watch some documentaries that I watched that he recommended, and I watched them. I'm not telling anybody to go vegan on this webinar, don't worry. So I decided to watch something that was called Forks Over Knives, and there was another one called Earthlings. There was another one, too, that I watched, and I can't remember the name. But anyways, it was on Netflix, and I watched them. And it completely, like, changed my outlook on, the food industry, everything, right? Because I mean, really, if you go to like the grocery store and you look at the labels, it's just insane. I find it just disgusting because we have to read labels so closely so we're not poisoning ourselves, so we're not putting toxins in our body. And it's just disgusting. It really is. So I decided to completely eliminate meat, dairy, gluten. I mean, I was just like, okay, well, if I'm going to do this, I got to go like extreme. Like I've just got to take it all the way. That's just my nature, right? So I eliminated gluten, soy, I only eat non-GMO, organic, and I only eat vegetable, plant-based food, right? So no dairy, no meat, no nothing. And I've been doing this for, I think we're going on 7 weeks here. For 7 weeks. And I feel great. I really do. I have noticed a big improvement in my health. I've lost a few pounds. I can feel, I don't actually weigh myself, but I can tell my clothes are fitting nicely. And, you know, I'm fitting into clothes that I haven't fit in a while. So things are, you know, just going great and everything like that. That was a huge life change. Now, okay, can you imagine all the things that I started telling me? The reason, this is where I'm getting to. All the things that I was telling myself before I actually made the decision to commit to going vegan. I mean, I literally had to say, okay, I'm committing for 30 days. And that I can wrap my mind around 30 days. There was no way I could say, okay, I'm going to change this for the rest of my life. If I would have said, all right, I'm going to do this for the rest of my life, it probably would have put some blocks in there somewhere and probably never would have followed through with it. But I said, I'm just going to do it for 30 days and see how I feel, all right? And if I had, you know, really listened to myself, because part of me was saying things like, oh my gosh, how are you going to do without your coffee creamer? Oh, and I'm worrying, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, what are you going to do without your pizza? And what are you going to do when people are eating meat in front of you? And all of these worries that are happening, right? And all these what ifs and, you know, things that could happen but aren't happening, you know, and all this stuff. I could have listened to them because they were happening. I will admit. Like anytime you're going to make a commitment, right? What if I don't follow through? What if I cave in and I eat meat? What if? So these are all things that you can apply in all different things because we all have them. What if we don't succeed in our business? What if we fail for the first 30 days? All of these what ifs are very normal. And they'll ultimately hold you back if you listen to them. But I decided not to listen to them. Just like I decided not to listen to them when I started my home-based business. Just like when I quit smoking. I mean, all of these things, I was scared to quit smoking. I quit smoking almost 2 years ago, and I was afraid to quit smoking. I thought that I was telling myself all this stuff, like, what am I going to do with my time? What am I going to do? If I start having anxiety, or what am I going to do if I get fat? You know, what if it makes me fat? All of these things. Right? They're just going through my mind, and they're actually hindering, like, my decision-making process. So, what I want, because when I first was like, okay, a challenge, kind of inside me, I'm gonna be really honest. I was like, oh man, a challenge. I got to commit to a challenge. Okay, because that's what I'm being very honest with you. Like, all of a sudden, I got this feeling in my tummy, and I was like, ooh. I got to commit to a challenge. And guys, and I'm committing to all of you, right? So this is not like I'm just committing to a challenge. It's not like I'm just joining into the challenge and, you know, and I'm just, you know, part of the challenge, and I'm actually running the challenge. So it's like all of a sudden it's like this little anxiety inside of me, right? And I'm like, wow, April, shut up. Shut up, because that's just not even it, right? 6 weeks is nothing. It's nothing. And imagine, because this is what I really want you to imagine, you know, in the challenge that we're doing, and it's going to be all about mindset, body, and health, like I said, imagine where you will be in 6 weeks from now. Just by joining forces with our team and running with us over the next 6 weeks. Now, we've got a pretty big group right here on with us tonight. I know we've got even a larger team that is going to be joining the challenge with us as well. So just imagine all of these people
supporting you and helping you grow. And every week you get to come on to sessions like this where we talk and we share tips, and we help you grow your business. We help you, become successful in your health and in your wealth and in your mindset, because that's really where it stems. So imagine being able to have somebody that will, join forces with you, lock arms together, and start moving mountains together. And then imagine where you'll be in 6 weeks from now. Imagine what kind of business you'll have. Imagine what kind of, where your health will be if you've got a few pounds to lose. Imagine where your health can be in 6 weeks. I'm telling you, in 30 days, I couldn't believe, just from eating healthy. And I haven't started working out yet. That's not happening till March 1st. That's when I plan to start working out. I've already got my date and everything, right? I haven't done that part yet. I've already lost a size just changing my eating habits, adding some supplements from Sizzle, and that's it. That's all I've done. And I don't do anything else. I'm right now, anyways. I will be, and can imagine once I start adding it. And I always say baby steps. For me, I have to be when it comes to my health, I can't. If I'm focusing on acclimating myself, and I went to such extremes to acclimate myself to, vegan, non-GMO, all of the things that I just did, right? My body went nuts at first. It was like, I didn't know what to do with itself. No toxins, what do we do? But imagine where you'll be in 6 weeks time with all of the things that you want to become successful with. So that's the whole thing. That's where I want people to come out of this challenge, really just feeling like they've moved mountains in their business, and their in their health and their mindset and everything else. So why are we doing mindset? Mindset it controls everything. I mean, you have to have mindset. Remember, I was just telling you all these limiting beliefs, the nasty thoughts, they're kicking in, they're telling me I can't do it, and all this stuff. That's a mindset thing. Yeah, yep. Now I've learned to switch it off. I've learned to tell them to shut up and get out of my way. I've become very good at that. But I will tell you, I was a cocktail waitress 5 years ago, and I lived in a 2-bedroom, little rinky-dinky apartment in a not-so-great area in Chicago. Single mom, 3. I grew up, I actually dropped out of high school twice. My parents were both very hardworking, people, but we didn't have very much growing up. When I started in this industry, I had a very, very, very low self-esteem, no mindset. I didn't even know what the word was. What is mindset? I seriously did not have a clue what mindset was. And for me, it was a very, very, very big, huge battle. It was an upward battle to accomplish what I've accomplished, because I didn't have any knowledge of business. I had no mindset. I had no confidence. I was afraid to talk to the camera. I was afraid of my own shadow. I was afraid to talk to people. I would literally get afraid and hang up on them because I was afraid, and I had no confidence in what I was doing. So, and I just want you guys to picture where I was. So because I, really, really badly, I did not like, and this is the question I asked myself, actually I didn't ask myself, but actually Jeffrey asked me this. He said, where do you see yourself in 5 years from now? And I choked. I didn't know where I saw myself. I didn't even think that far ahead, because I seriously wasn't interested in a home business. I mean, most people join a home business and they're like, yay, a home business, let's go share it with everyone, and they're all excited. And me, I was like, I don't want to sell anything. I was that negative Nelly, And so when he asked me where I saw myself in 5 years, I never thought about it. I just thought, I'm providing for my kids, I'm providing for my family, I'm, doing the best I can. This is all I know. This is what my parents did. They just did the best they could for us. So most people don't think like that. We're not taught to be thinkers like this, right? And become, start thinking outside the box in our own business and stuff. So for me, I really was, I had to get real with myself, I really did. I had to get real with myself and and really decide and make a decision, and not decide and make a decision, but I really had to look fast forward in the future and look 5 years ahead. And when I did that, I cried when I looked 5 years ahead, when I looked 10 years ahead, because then I realized where I was headed. And I realized that where I was headed was not good. It was not good at all. If I continued on the path I was on 5-10 years from now, I probably, honestly, because I have really bad back issues, and running around in high heels with a tray was not going to be, I wouldn't be able to do it very long. I'd probably be picking up garbage, or I don't know. I don't even know what, maybe even on disability because my back was so bad. So that picture right there, and not being able to, and not knowing really where I was headed, but knowing that wherever it wasn't good if I didn't do something about it. It scared me enough, and it drove me enough to want to make a change in my life, to make me want to start a business. So a lot of people say, okay, well, find out what your why is. I believe that people if they don't have enough pain somewhere in their life, they're not going to actually change. You know, they're not going to actually be motivated, because motivation comes from within. They're actually not going to be motivated enough to actually make that initial change in their life. So, okay, remember when I was telling you about my health? It was getting bad, right? I didn't feel good. I just was like, blah, you know. The pain was great enough for me to be able to make me want to make a change. And so you have to find that pain. You know, I really believe that. You have to find your pain. What is it that makes you so uncomfortable? Is it looking, you know, fast forwarding 5 years from now, and really like looking at your future? Where are you going to be in 5 years? If you don't know, you need to wake up right now. And I'm just being very, very honest with you, because I care about all of you that are on here. If you don't know where you're going to be in 5 years from now, it's time to wake up. You have to do something about that. You should know where you're going to be in 5 years from now. In 5 years from now, I know where I'm going to be. Thankfully, now I do. I do know where I'm going to be. So, you know, and I know where I'm going to be in 10 years from now. I have goals in mind. I have things set in place that right now in my business that are going to carry me to those goals. Okay? Because I've you know, buckled down, and I've established a home-based business that is providing for me and my family, and now my kids see me all the time, and I work from home. We actually just bought a home where we're doing some real estate investing on the side, and life is good. 5 years, I mean, fast forward 5 years later, things are dramatically different than 5 years previously, right? I mean, if you looked at my life back 5 years ago, you'd be like, whoa, you're a totally different person. So I wanted to, you know, share that story with you, because these are the things that, what we're going to be going over, are things that really changed my life, things that made me the success that I am today. So you might be like, I don't know, I think everybody on here knows who I am because I looked through, but if you don't know, you know, I am a top recruiter online. I'm a top income earner also. I'm also a I'm also in the top for the largest community of online home business owners. I'm an EMT leader there, and I've done, yeah, Instagram queen. Thank you, April. And you know, I've helped over 500 people establish, you know, home-based businesses online and help them in their business. So that's who I am. I've helped a lot of people. I continue to help a lot of people. I want to help a ton more people. I believe that that was my calling, why I'm actually here on earth, and I've actually continued my business, because there was a lot of times that I felt like quitting. I was like, I can't do this. I don't know if I can do this anymore. But I know that there's a reason why I'm still here and I'm still going strong with my business. So that's what we're going to be doing. The challenge is going to be revolving around the Ultimate Body Sculpting Challenge, which is the Sizzle Challenge. So our company, Sizzle International, has a challenge built inside where there's prizes, there's cash money prizes, there's webinars every week and all kinds of stuff to help support you in your weight loss or even just fitness journey. Okay, so there's that's kind of where all of this stems from. We're all, our team all decided that we are going to jump in and we're going to, you know, do this 90-day ultimate body sculpting challenge with Sizzle International, right? And they have supporting products and all kinds of stuff that will help you and support you, supporting supplements, like meal replacements. You know, we have weight loss candy, we have weight loss coffee. If you like coffee, our coffee is phenomenal. I love it. And I think April can tell you what her experience was when she first tried it. But we've got a lot of great products that will support you on that journey, and all you have to do tonight is get started for $50. That's it. And you're a part of our challenge. You're a part of our team. We're going to help support you and carry you. If you don't have weight to lose, it's okay. You can get whatever you want. We have over 200 products with Sizzle, anything from aromatherapy to age reversal. We just came out with a cream that erases wrinkles. You know, we've got pretty much everything, and weight loss tea, which is coming out, I believe they said in about 10 to 14 days. So we'll have weight loss tea as well very soon. So a lot of supporting products, but other products too. The whole idea, the whole Mauer mission is about eliminating toxins and establishing, you know, yourself a healthy home environment, but also, you know, health and wellness and things like that. So we've got, you know, dish soap too and all that good stuff. So you can just switch your store. But so that's my pitch right there. That, you know, join the challenge with us, get in with our team, get back to the person that invited you, of course, if you want to join us and be on our team, so you can ask them for their link, or if they're with you on or whatever, you guys can conversate on Facebook or something. But please, no links in the chat. So that would be it. But April, did you want to come on and just share a little? Because you were blown away by the coffee, and you get me excited when you talk about the coffee.
Yeah, can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, you sound beautiful.
All right, great. So before I talk about the coffee, I just want to share a little bit about why Sizzle has resonated with me. When I got started in network marketing, a big why for me was I was really tired of working really hard and just being, you know, just over broke. We've all heard that acronym, that's what a job is. It's just over broke. Matt and I have 4 kids together, and they're amazing, and they're talented and brilliant and wonderful. And I remember about a year ago, our oldest son wanted to get involved with this really neat winter drum corps, this winter drum line. He's a talented percussionist and guitarist, and for him to be invited as a freshman to be a part of this corps was just so prestigious and such an honor. And it was a touring drumline, and the cost to be involved was $1,000. And that was an amount that made us choke. It made us sick in our stomach, because we didn't have it and we couldn't afford it, and we had to tell him no. And I just remember the tears in his eyes, and it made me furious. And unfortunately, you know, it took us about another, 8 or 9 months for Matt and I to sit down and say, this lifestyle is not cool anymore. We need to set aside our fears and our obstacles and our what's the word I want? Our objections. And we need to get busy, because this is not the lifestyle that we want to provide for our kids. So when I started, looking into Sizzle and started looking at the products and everything, I realized that there was another why that went along with being in network marketing and creating a different kind of income for myself online, and it was about my family's health. As a full-time working mom of 4, one thing I do not have time for is cooking and shopping and meal planning to the level that I was raised with. I lived with my grandparents. My grandma was a stay-at-home homemaker and a wonderful cook, and I remember square meals 3 times a day growing up, and I haven't been able to provide that for my family. And I have been on this quest to get in shape and to drop, 20 or 30 pregnancy pounds for the last 16 years and been unsuccessful. And in that time, I've read a lot about nutrition and all the crud that's in our food that lines, hundreds and thousands of products in the supermarket. And I have these conversations with people about, eating organic and eating paleo. That's the word you were looking for, April. And doing these different things that are healthy. And I'm looking at my budget, and I've got $150 a week to feed 6 people. So guess where I'm shopping and guess what I'm buying? And I was getting really angry because why does my family not deserve the best? Why don't they deserve to be healthy? And why in order to survive do I have to basically set myself and my husband and my children up with future chronic health issues? And it's one of those things, guys, that'll make you lie in bed at night and just feel like there is no hope. So, when you come in contact with a company like Sizzle that is so dedicated to providing supplements and products that are about promoting health in people, it's hard to not get excited about it, and it's hard to not get involved. So so that's kind of how I came to be involved with Sizzle. And about the coffee, so April was telling me about weight loss coffee, and I'm like, I like to drink my coffee. It's kind of the first thing I go to in the morning. And so I just started using the weight loss coffee a couple weeks ago, and I just really liked the clean energy that I got from it. Definitely noticed energy, and I think you're only supposed to drink a couple cups of it a day, and I think I doubled the recommended daily intake the first day I had it because I was really excited and it tastes so good. But when it came time to go to bed that night, I was able to lay down, I was able to go to sleep, I didn't have jitters, I wasn't overstimulated or overcaffeinated, and so it has become part of my daily routine. And I just launched into a personal 90-day get fit, exercise every day challenge for myself. So that's a big part of my personal challenges is the Sizzle weight loss coffee. Back to you, April.
No, I love that, April, but I was just thinking, like, when you were saying that, it's like it sounds like you were angry enough and just like ready to just take control of the situation. And that's when I think we just figure out a way, right? Because you were saying, like, about your kids, why do they have to eat unhealthy and we have to, and you only have $150. It's like, no, then we just figure out a way. It's like once you get uncomfortable enough and you're just like, oh, I've had enough. I'm ready to just take back my health and, fix this, right? Then we just figure out a way to do it. And you notice how things just all kind of fell in place because then we started talking, and it's interesting.
Yeah, when you get to that point where you're just fed up, yes, it's going to be hard. Yes, you're going to make some sacrifices. I'm sore. I'm tired. I think I'm coming down with a cold. But, I know that if I can just push through for 90 days, 90 days is not that long. 6 weeks is not that long. And when you have a great community of friends encouraging you and on the same path as you, I just, feel like I am so much more set up for success. I know that I will reach my fitness goals this time with this group and in this space. So thank you, April, for setting this up and inviting me to join you on this.
Well, I'm really glad you're here. I really am super excited. You and Matt have both joined. It's just awesome. Mary, did you have anything to say? Because I know you've done a lot of, being a fitness trainer and all that stuff. I know you've coached a lot of people, just with sticking with it and all of that stuff.
Oh yeah, it's so funny. I'll go back to what I said earlier. The way I approach my fitness is the way I approach my business, and the only way you're going to move forward is if you actually do the work. And there's a lot of mindset in all of that, like April was talking about earlier. There's days that I really don't want to go and take care of my body and work out, but I know that I need to. And there's nights when I really would rather just go read a book than follow up with prospects or put a piece of content together, but that's not going to move me forward. And so it's all of that sort of push yourself mindset, and just you kind of just got to grin and bear it sometimes, even when you don't feel like doing the necessary things that you have to do to make your health and your life better. And just to touch on the coffee thing, I am absolutely in love with that coffee. In fact, something happened with my auto ship order, and I had to call them today to get it fixed, and they said, well, it's probably not going to ship out until the end of the week, which means I'll be out without my coffee for a few days, which I told them, I said, well, make sure it gets here as soon as it can, because I can't stand to be without it. I drink the weight loss coffee, and it completely wipes my appetite out, and Rick has to remind me almost every morning to eat because of that coffee. It's like, did you eat yet? Did you eat yet?
I know, and it is so addicting. Like, I can't go without it. Like,
yeah.
I like go crazy. We were just out of it. We always run out like right before it gets here, and I'm like, oh, and I have to go to we have other coffee too, guys, so it's not just weight loss coffee, but so I go back to drinking the other coffee, and I'm just like, I need my weight loss coffee. It's like rocket fuel. That's what we call it in this house. So.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I totally
I mean, I think the thing about this challenge is when you've got a number of people and everybody's going through the same thing, everybody has the same challenges. The support that you have from other people, and just to say, hey, I'm really struggling today, and then to verbalize that to somebody, and then somebody to reach out and lift you up, is huge, because you really can't do this type of stuff alone, especially building a home business. I think most people need outside support, and I think that's great that, April, you've created this challenge.
Yeah. I do too. I think people need that support, that extra support system. I know I did. Like, if I didn't have Jeff to support me, I don't know where I'd be. And then, of course, the support of our team. I mean, now I'm a leader, but it still motivates me and keeps me going because I show up and I do stuff with you guys. Just being around and surrounded with you guys. How could I possibly not stay excited about my business? How could you possibly not stay excited about your health when you're all working together towards a common goal? And everybody has their own personal goal. I know Mary, she's working on her fitness right now. She doesn't need to lose any weight, but we all have our own. Like, I need to lose weight. I know I need to lose weight. I'm not where I want to be with my weight. So everybody has their own little health ways to improve their health, right? What they want to work on. So I think it's important. I'm going to call on Jeffrey Kistner. He's going to bring it home for us. He's going to bring in some of his 23 years of network marketing experience and share with you guys why Sizzle International, why it is what I believe to be the best, and I am not kidding you. I say this wholeheartedly. If you understood the industry and you looked at all the facts laid out in front of you, you'd know I've reviewed a lot of companies. In fact, I'm asked to review companies all the time. I look at them, and I'm telling you, when I say the best, there is nothing else. So without further ado, here is Jeffrey Kistner. Bring it home, Jeffrey.
Hello and welcome, everyone. I'm really excited to be on here with April, and it's just so nice after all these years to watch so many people change their lives. But I've also seen people, on the horrible side. I've seen, and I'm not, blaming the people, the companies, but I've seen people lose their homes. I've seen people jump from one company to the next, chasing shiny objects while they've gone through 40 to 100,000 or more money in 401ks and these types of things. And you learn some things along the way. At the beginning of this, I said, I'm such a strong advocate for network marketing. It doesn't have to be that way, but the facts remain that only this is Reese and Grimes, the largest network marketing or MLM law firm in the world. They pulled in $260 million last year, and they concluded that only 1 in 10,000 companies ever make it into profit. So I sincerely, with so much front-end work, I don't want to see that, happen to anybody. Now, Sizzle's not the only company that's successful and that's going to be here. There's the Goliaths, that have been here for a long time, more than 100 years. If you don't know, Avon started in the late 1800s. Amway started in 1959. And there's many Goliaths, of the profession, publicly traded companies. Wall Street's taken notice. But I'll tell you, there's just really 4 key components, and I'm not going to do a whole webinar or anything like that for you, but there's 4 key components that I just love to look at. I love to look at the leadership of a company, its financial stability and its products, and its its people. It's people, who's joining it and what they're in. Now, I'm just going to say this about the founder, Tom Maurer, and talk about leadership. So many companies talk about what they're going to do, and I'm just going to tell you a little bit what he's accomplished. In the 80s, starting from scratch, he grew his former company to the number 5 company in the entire world. Now that says, the old adage, show me who you're following and I'll show you where you're going. I'm just giving you sincere things. He never wanted to sell that company. I'm not going to go into it, but there's a divorce. The company needed to be sold. That was his baby, but he wasn't stopping there. Imagine having, selling your company for around $1 billion and having $100 million lying around and saying, I'm not finished. It's not more money that's going to make a difference, but I want to put this in place, for all of you. And he goes, more money is not going to make a difference. So imagine this, and this has never been done in network marketing history, and this is why I just believe in Tom Maurer so much. He used $100 million of his own money before a single distributor kit or before a single product was ever sold, to open the largest network marketing facility in the entire world. I mean, it's so big, it manufactures for some of the products for Walgreens and Sam Clubs and General Nutrition Centers and Costco. But it's also so Goliath, it's so huge, it's so colossal, that it actually manufactures for approximately 40 other network marketing companies, and network marketing companies that you would know their names. And it's just absolutely incredible. So there's a little bit of the the leadership and why I just believe in that so much. So here we have this powerful leadership with a truly debt-free company that's pulling in, just from the manufacturing side, more than $100 million a year. And when these big fat cats of other network marketing companies are taking in, the presidents are taking in $500,000 or $1 million a year, whether the company's profited or not. The founder's taking in about a $5,000 a month salary, about $60,000 a year, because the IRS makes them do so as founder of the company. So it's just incredible when you look at that. The products are amazing. I'm just going to give you a synopsis. You've heard some of it, but they're toxin-free products. So these are products that people are using every day and not thinking twice about it. And we're just saying, why not shop from your own store and get toxic-free? You've heard it a little bit on here, but it's absolutely amazing, because we're in the areas of coffee, tea, age reversal, skincare, and forgive me, I'm just doing this off the top of my head. Aromatherapy, body and bath, dental, dietary supplements, gel nail systems, home care, personal care, makeup, and of course weight loss, because we're talking about fat loss and these types of things. So it's just amazing. But just to give you a little bit here, if you really were looking at a network marketing company to grow, you would want to be in the sectors of the weight loss sector of health and wellness. Why? If you're looking to make money, it earns the most money for the representatives as well as the companies themselves. That's why when you think of the Goliaths, names are coming to you. Those companies right there are so successful, and that's why they're around. And they're also, if you look at them, you'll find out that they're unilevel companies. Unilevels are widely considered to be the most fair compensation plans for the distributors as well as the companies, and I just love that about it. But if you want to look at, that's the number one category, the health, the weight loss sector of health and wellness. Number 2 is coffee, and I'm just so excited because we're in both of them. And to have, perhaps, and arguably is, you've talked about it tonight, some of you have already tried it, to have a a weight loss support coffee, this may be, and I really mean this may be the #1 network marketing product of all time, because you're combining the weight loss sector and the coffee sector together. And a lot of companies are saying our product's the best and this and that and all this. I just want to I'm just going to give you an example of this, and it's so powerful. It's so powerful. We're able to develop a vastly superior coffee, and that's why people love it so much, without charging people more, because we control the quality end to end, because we own our own manufacturing facility. So a lot of people a few years ago, didn't join April and I and the team because we paid out so much money. And I had to say, how can we do this without going out of business? Because if people even come close, if you don't know, after all the game playing with points, these companies pay out 26 to 31%. Now it gives some on the high end around 35. We're paying out 60%. And it's amazing. The reason, again, is because when you're buying in such huge volume and you manufacture it yourself, saving 400% on traditional manufacturing costs, you can pay the distributors more money, that's why, and you can deliver a vastly superior product. Now, when I say vastly superior, everyone loves the weight loss coffee so much, it's not surprising. We use the #1 bean for taste in the world, and we don't go through 8 coffee brokers. Tom Maurer is a successful businessman, obviously building a company to $1 billion. He buys direct from the Panamanian coffee farms. That's why we buy that beans, and it goes directly into our own manufacturing facility. Saves a ton of money. We're just talking semi-loads. And no one can get this coffee without us first, because we have right of first refusal on it. But where there's other weight loss coffees out there adding 1 or 2 ingredients, aside having questionable beans and quality, we have 10 ingredients beyond the healthy herbs that it's infused with. So we have 10 ingredients that are thermogenic, fat burning, fat blocking, and we can say that. And these are ingredients that are talked about by famous doctors on news stations and talk shows all over the world, because they do what they say they do. So it's not like we have 3 ingredients and #2 has 2. We have 10 beyond the herbs, and we're still extremely competitively priced. So it's just amazing. But it goes much beyond this, and I just want to speak from my heart, because I have some health challenges that some are genetic, and much like April said, I don't know if I was going to be working. So when a lot of you may have parents, and this goes back years, it's not that way anymore, they know what I'm doing. But the bottom line is, there was a time when they said, get a job, just like all those other things. And I said, you know what? I might not be able to always work because of the challenges I have, and I'm not going to go into that. So anyways, it was very important for me to build a residual income, because I wanted to have a certain lifestyle. I want to be a go-to person. I want to help other people. But what I just love about the profession is really that anyone can do it. I've watched so many people from any background. Whether we have Mary on from a nursing background, we have people that had started unemployed, we have people that didn't save enough for retirement that are going. April's a former cocktail waitress. I was heavily into real estate, and an entrepreneur. It's just incredible. When I say anyone can do it, it doesn't matter your background. That's why I love it, and that's why I personally call it the great equalizer. And I say this, and I'm not trying to offend anyone. I'm just a little bold, because I say, I haven't said it this way so much. I really believe this. I don't know if your mother told you this, but my mother told me this, and she meant the best. I love my mother. I have a strong relationship. But we're told, you could be the president of the United States if you want to, and you could be anything you want. But in reality, I don't really believe you can. Now, you can email me and all this, but I believe that it takes a certain amount of natural talent. I'm not saying you don't have to work hard or train hard, but I think it takes a certain amount of talent that you need to enhance, through nutrition and other things, to become a professional sports person earning a tremendous amount of money, meaning over $1 million a year. And I think to be a supermodel man or woman, I think you have to be born with a certain amount of beauty. And to be a brain surgeon or these types of specialties, I think you have to have a certain amount of brains and talent, and then you develop it. But what I love about this is you can be Prince or Princess Not So Bright or extremely smart. You can be tall or short, fat or skinny. You can be green or purple. You can really, it's just equalizer, man or woman. You know, unfortunately in the United States, women for the same job oftentimes get paid less than a man. It's unfair. I don't like it, but that's the way it is. But what I love about this is it is the equalizer, and everyone has the same compensation plan, and you can do it. So when you wrap it all into one, you know, if you want to achieve greatness, I believe that network marketing is the place to do it for some people, and that's because to achieve greatness, you serve many. And we have the opportunity here to invite people to the next, you know, webinar that April's, you know, hosting, and you can let them know about Sizzle, and you can let them know about this company and these weight loss challenges. It is, our health is our wealth, and that's why they're so successful. Hippocrates said, "Let food be thy medicine, and medicine be thy food." Unfortunately, the guidelines that are put on the sides of the bottles, it's just really the government, you know, in the United States saying, "Here's what you need to live." It doesn't talk about, and I know that you're on this call, you're entrepreneurs. You don't want to merely just live, or you wouldn't want to be on here. So, you know, we're talking about just more than living. We're talking about, you know, getting your health back the way it was, so you're getting down to be fit and healthy, and then at a cellular level, getting the nutrients into your body that you can have, you know, that super performance. So you can have all the money, I really want you, Matt, you can have all the money you ever wanted and the time to enjoy it without having the brains and beauty and athletic performance and all these, you know, things through the network marketing profession. And I just absolutely, you know, love it that anyone can do it. And sometimes I've seen people so confused. They're like, how did that person do it? They did it because it wasn't just about them. It was about the tremendous amount of, you know, talent. I've been very fortunate, you know, I've been very lucky. They say the harder you work, the luckier you get. You know, but sponsoring a few thousand people over the years, I've been very fortunate to sponsor people who are better than, you know, myself. And I've been fortunate to see an income rise and just go like, wow, what is going on here? In the early 2000s, I looked up, and I want you to experience this, and I was like, wow, whether I sponsor someone this month or not, my income won't really change too much. It won't really change too much. I just looked up and I was like, wow. And if you guys want to know what wow is like, I looked back, and that year in early 2000, it was 2002, I went over $250,000 a year. Now I continue to sponsor to set an example and to lead other people to the network marketing profession. That was really important to me because there is someone praying. There is someone praying. I know that because I've called so many people, we'll say old school, that people say I was praying about this and you called me, and they took it as a sign. Wonderful. But then the next year it jumped up so much. And I'm getting to a point, and I'm not bragging here, I'm just telling you because it wasn't me, it was a team. It jumped up to over 400,000. It was like 435, and the next year it went over 600,000. So it's incredible. It's incredible what, you know, can happen. But what I'm seeing is, I talked about this at the beginning, and I'm just speaking from the heart here, is the jumper junkies. People are just 3 feet from the gold or 3 feet from the diamonds. And it's not about chasing the shiny object. It's about finding a phenomenal company where you just stay and you build and you can be counted on. That's why I call Sizzle my masterpiece. When I talked to billionaire Tom Maurer before I joined, and that decision wasn't taken lightly. I was a top producer, you know, at the former company, often, you know, earning incentive trips, being in the top 10 of the company. It wasn't taken lightly. It took approximately 14 months to make that decision for my sponsor, Gavin Harris. He's told that story so many times. But when I talked to Tom Maurer, he said, Jeff, what you're looking for is a home. And I said, yes, I'm looking for a home that I can stay and build. And I've never seen so many people just, you know, just stay at Sizzle and say, this is my network marketing home. I'm just going to stay and build. So I just love that. And people call April as well as me and other people on the team, and they say, hey, where are you at now? Because it seems to be people, you know, the shiny, you know, everyone's chasing it. And the challenge is, from talking to, you know, top producers and the people over $1 million a year, I've talked to them, And there's so much foolishness going out there. When you talk to them, they go, how long have you been here? And everyone thinks they're an overnight success. They'll give you answers like 15 years, 17 years, 20 years, and over 30 years in some of the big companies. So they're on stage, and it looks like they're an overnight success. But I will tell you, it was a long night. And don't be fooled by the people. Please, don't be fooled by them. And this is going to make sense because you wonder, wow, I feel so bad. How did that person sponsor 200 people their first month or 500 people their first month? Well, there's a couple things going on. Sometimes they come from another company and they bring a large team with them, and sometimes there are certain incentives that are done by the companies, and I don't like it when that happens. And there was a big article about that recently. All kinds of things going on and lawsuits and all that. And I just love it because Sizzle has a policy that they won't pay someone to come over or any bridge loans or anything like that. I'm not trying to get too technical, but I love an organic build. It's where you come and you put your heart into it and you just build through the years. I've always said that long-term relationships lead to long-term residual income, and that's what I want for all of you, just to stick with it and build and not say, wow, this isn't working out in 90 days or 6 months. I often teach in my calls that we have to get our priorities. What do we want? We want our health, and this is where we want to be, and then we look at our progress. Are we moving forward? Are we moving forward? And then the price that you're willing to pay. So I'm just excited to know many of you, and I'd like to get to know many of you much better. And I want you to know that network marketing is, in my mind, and hopefully in yours, is the great equalizer, because anyone can do it, anyone at all. And I just kind of want to wrap this up and give it back to April by saying, if you ever thought now isn't a good time, you're right. Now is absolutely never a good time. Now's never a good time to lose weight. Now's never a good time to be more healthy. Now's never a good time to call your mother or father and say you love them. It's never a good time to make up with a significant other that you should. It's never a good time to start a business, but it's the only time, because we're not promised tomorrow. So I want to take this journey with you. I'm on it. I want to say, follow us, join us. We don't take that decision, lightly. And again, I'm really looking forward to getting to know all of you, better and better. And let's take this health and wealth journey together. And with that, back to you, April Tucker.
Wow, really, really awesome stuff, Jeff. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing with everyone why we chose Sizzle. Just so you guys know, we joined Sizzle 2.5 years ago. We've been with this company for 2.5 years. We're not going anywhere. It's our final build. We've been doing this for some time now. And actually, before we joined Sizzle, we looked at Sizzle for a year. A year. And we're really, really super excited about it. So, and more excited all the time because we're always launching new products. But really quick, I just want to show you what you need to do to get started. Obviously, you're going to want to ask for the person that invited you, their link. Make sure you get back to the person who invited you. But really, the sign-up process is really easy. I'm going to go over, share my screen, and just show you the qualifying products here, so that you know exactly what to purchase. Now, you're not going to actually come to the Ultimate Body Sculpting Challenge to join, but you will go to the Sizzle International website to join. So let's just jump on over to this Ultimate Body Sculpting Challenge. Now, if you want to do the Ultimate Body Sculpting Challenge, now I do know people they want to order something from Sizzle, but they're not going to do the Ultimate Body Sculpting Challenge with you. But that's okay. Okay, we want you to join us and take back your health and your wealth and all that good stuff. We want you to do that. But if you are interested in doing the Ultimate Body Sculpting Challenge, these are the products actually to join. You have to order at least one of these. Okay, so you don't have to order a package. Like I said, you can join for $50. All you do, it's free to join actually. Okay, so there's no like business kit or anything you have to pay for. All you do is order a product. So you can order a minimum of 50 points, okay? Just make sure it's 50 PV, and one of these products, each of these products, Sizzle Pops would not be a one. You'd have to add something with it. It's not enough points. But these three right here are each about $50, okay? And that will get you in. And actually, you could order even a package. So if you wanted to really, accelerate some of your weight loss, and if you had some weight to lose, I will tell you right now what some of my favorite products are. This Thermoline right here, the 500, that is basically the weight loss coffee in a capsule, and that will melt the fat off of you. I'm not kidding you. It is an amazing product, and it's got Garcinia cambogia in it. It's got raspberry ketones. I mean, our coffee does too. So you can look all that over, but that's a really amazing product. I would definitely start with one of those two, and then a Sizzleline, which is our meal replacement, which has over 50 trace minerals in it as well. So it can actually be used as a supplement because there's vitamins and minerals in it, and it's only about 80 calories. So just one scoop of that, and you could even take 2 scoops. It won't hurt you. And there's no fake sugar, stevia is what we use. And then, of course, I really like the Triangle of Life products, which is right here, this Fucoidan, Eternity, and SpectraMax. And that's just some of my favorite ones right there. But the Super Detox, if you want to kick off your weight loss success, the Super Detox will flush your system. It will clean you out, clean out your colon, and make you feel lighter pretty quickly. So I would definitely recommend that if you're getting started. And then the Accelerator is another encapsulated weight loss formula. It's good. It's definitely good. But like I said, I really like the Thermoline a lot better. So those would be the products that you can get started with. Of course, we also have Recurve, which is a cream. If you have any cellulite or you have any flabby skin or anything like that, you want to tighten it up, that's a great one. When we're losing weight, our skin tends to have a hard time adjusting, so we have Recurve for that. And then Ultramax, which is an energy drink that I can only take half of because it gives you that much energy. It is an energy shot that it gives you a lot of energy, let's put it that way. It works. It works really good. And then the Sizzle Pops, which I also have, and I take these pretty regularly. I take them about once a day, and I just suck on one of these. It really curbs your appetite. So if you feel like, that midday slump where you're just like, oh, I'm tired and I'm hungry and I'm craving chocolate or you have a sweet tooth, Sizzle Pops are a weight loss candy that literally it flushes the fat out. So literally, if you took this and then you ate something unhealthy, the fat is going to have a hard time sticking to your body. Let's just put it that way. And you don't want to have too many of them either. You just one a day or is good enough. Trust me. So that's some of the weight loss supporting products. I just want to show that to you guys. And then also, you'll get a website like this. And you get all your websites. You get the Ultimate Body Sculpting Challenge websites. You also get a Sizzle Cafe website. And I do want to tell you as well about our team too, because our team is really, I really believe it's teamwork. To have a successful business, you have to have a good team. And we do move together. We move as a team. We do not let anybody get left behind. We will stick with you and stay by your side. So I do want to touch on that because I think it's really critical. But this is Sizzle Cafe. You also get this as a website that you also get. And obviously it's an ordering website. And there's some lead capture pages and things like that too as well that Sizzle provides that you would also get. But now just to touch on our team, we do daily wake-up calls Monday through Friday. We have a wake-up call at 10 a.m. Eastern. 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and those are led by Jeffrey Kistner, and I get on, and the whole team gets on, and really every day is different. We talk about mindset on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all different days. Wednesday, what's working now Wednesday, Throwback Thursday, and Financial Freedom Friday, and every day is different, and you are welcome to join in on those daily wake-up calls. And then we'll also be providing webinars like these for the next 6 weeks. We will be doing webinars where there's training involved, and we're really getting hands-on, and you'll have a lot of support in that way, and you'll be able to ask questions. And the benefit is that you're going to be able to make some money too in the process. I really want to help some people make some money. I don't care if you've never made money in network marketing before. If you tune in and you plug in and you're eager and you want us to help you, we will help you. We'll meet you more than halfway and help you make money. So whatever your income goal is, Sizzle definitely can provide that for you. And with the marketing skills and the leadership that we have on our team, I mean, the forces have united. And really, it's just about you. Now, are you going to unite with us? What can you bring to the table? And what can you do to help us help more people and help you as well? I mean, really, that's where it boils down to, is you just locking arms with us and bringing whatever it is that you have to the table. Now, I see a lot of familiar names on this webinar tonight. I'm not going to call you guys out, but I would love to partner with you guys, because I know the skills that you have. There's some leaders on this call right now listening in and watching our webinar. So I would love to, partner with everyone on here and lock arms and run together and see what happens, because I bet that if we all work together, we'd be able to help a lot more people with not just their business and financial, but also their health. Because your health is your real wealth. That is your true wealth. So with that, I just want to come back to camera here and close out for tonight. We've gone long enough. And these coaching calls that we're going to do, they're only going to be an hour. So, every 6 weeks. So we normally go this long. But I do want to say thank you to everyone and see if we have any questions. I think we're good. But if you guys do have any questions, just feel free to get back to the person that invited you. You can also set up a three-way. If you were invited by somebody else and you'd like to speak with me, just ask for a three-way. We'll get her done and talk with you and answer any questions that you have. For the next week, we'll be using this video team. Guys, people that are on this webinar that are already on the team, get out there, share this video with as many people as you can. Seriously, don't be selfish, please. It's selfish to not share, okay? So get out there and do your best. Share Sizzle, share this team, share what we got going on. We're in a movement together, and we have locked arms. This is it. So let's do it. Let's go out there and change some lives. Thank you, April, Jeffrey Kistner, Donna, Mary, and everyone for showing up tonight. I look forward to seeing you guys on Monday and hopefully on the team very, very soon. Remember, get back to the person that invited you, and let's do this. Bye for now.